Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will continue our lesson 7, uh, and multiply multi-digit numbers. So we will continue and solve exercises on page 14, 5. The first one, to find the product. Let's find the answer here. And I told you, if you want to multiply two numbers and the numbers here with multi-digit, more than one digit, so I have to here to order the numbers under each other like this. And now we will start multiplication. The first multiplication answer here will be multiply this number by 3 ones, right? So I will start with the ones and multiply it by 64. Then I will multiply the tens with 64. Let's find the answer right here. So the first multiplication will be 64 multiply 3. And the second one, you have to multiply 64 by the value for this 4. And 4 tenths, that's mean 4 multiply 10 equals 40. Okay? So let's find the answer right here. The first one, if you want to multiply, I will do the multiplication right here to make it clear for you. 3 multiply 4 equals, 64 like this, and multiply 3. So 3 multiply 4 equals 12. So I put 2 here and 1 above the 6. 3 multiply 6 equals 18. 18 plus 1 equals 19. So the first answer is 192. So I will write it right here. And let's find the answer for the second one, which is 64 multiply 40. So I will write it here, 64 multiply 4. Why? Because I will multiply 4 by 64 and put 0 next to the answer, as we learned last lesson. So 4 multiply 4 equals 16. So I put 6 here and 1 above the tens. Now 4 multiply 6 equals 24 plus 1 equals 25. So this is the answer for 4 multiply 64, but I have here 0, so I put 0 next to the answer. It will be 2560. So I will write the answer right here. Okay, now to find the final answer, you have to add the numbers. 2 plus 0 equals 2. 9 plus 6, put 9 in my mind and 6 on my fingers and count. The answer will be 15. 5 here and 1 above the hundreds. Now 1 plus 1 equals 2, plus 5 equals 7. And I will put this 2 because there is no thousand right here. So this is the final answer. So to find the final answer here, you have to add the answers for the multiplication here between the ones and the tens. Now let's find the answer for this multiplication. 571 multiply 38. Also here you have to order the numbers like this, and then you will multiply this number by ones number, then you will multiply it by tens number. So you will multiply 571 by 8 in ones. This means the answer here, or the value for this 8, will be 8. And the second number, 3 in tens digit, the value for this number 3 multiply 10 equals 30. Okay, now let's find the answers. First I will multiply 571 by 8 to find the first answer. So it will be 8 multiply 1 equals 8. 8 multiply 7 equals 56. That's right. So I put 6 here and 1 or 5 above the hundreds. Now 8 multiply 5 equals 40 plus 4 plus 5 equals 45. This is the first answer, so I will write it here. Now the second one, I want to multiply 30 by 571. So I will multiply 3 by 571, and I will add the 0 next to the answer. So I will put 571 multiply 3. Now 3 multiply 1 equals 3. 3 multiply 7 equals 21. So I will put 1 here and 2 above that. Hundreds. 3 multiply 5 equals 15 plus 2 equals 17. So this is the answer for 3. Multiply this number, and I have to put this 0 next to the answer, so it will be 17,130. I will write it right here. Then to find the final answer, I have to add the two answers here. To find the final answer, 8 plus 0 equals 8, 6 plus 3 equals 9, 5 plus 1 equals 6, okay, 4 plus 7 equals 100, 4 plus 7 equals 11, and 1 here and 1 above that, 10,000. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So the final answer here is 21,698. Now we will continue with exercise 3, 24 multiply 15. How I will multiply those numbers. First step here, he told me that he want me to find the estimate right here. So I want to estimate the numbers. So I will write it right here, okay? So first thing, I will round this number into the nearest 10 here. Before 2, I have here what? 4. 4 less than 5. So I will keep the same 2, and the other digit will be 0. Okay, now let's find rounding for this number 1. Before 1 I have 5. 5 equals 5. I told you if the number equals 5, I have to add 1 to the tens, and the digit before it will be 0. So it will be 2 and 0. So the answer here, 20 multiply 20. If you want to find the multiplication here, you have to multiply 2 by 2 and put the zeros next to the answer. 2 multiply 2 equals 4, and 2 zeros. So the answer will be close to this number, okay? Let's find the answer. First thing, you have to multiply 24 by 5 in the ones digit. Then you will multiply the 24 by 1 in the tens digit. So the first answer will be 24 multiply 5. Second answer will be 24 multiply 1 in tens digit. That means 10. 1 multiply 10 equals 10. So let's find the first answer. The first answer here, 5 multiply 4 equals 5 multiply 4 equals 20. So it will be 20. So I put here 0 and 2 above that. Tens. 5, or I will write it right here, okay? 24 multiply 5, okay? So the first thing will be 20. Now 5 multiply 2 equals 10. 10 plus 2 equals 12. So this is the first number, it will be 12, okay? Now what about the second one? The second one will be 24 multiply 1, okay? I think this is very easy because I have here 1 multiply 24 equals the same number, and you have to put the 0 next to the answer, so it will be 240, okay? I think here the answer will be very easy, sorry. Now let's add the answers here to find the final answer. 0 plus 0 equals 0. 2 plus 4 equals 6. put 4 in my mind and 2 on my fingers. Now 1 plus 2 equals 3. Look. So the final answer here is 360, and it's close to this number, I think. Okay? So my answer is correct. Now let's find the estimate here to this number, or to this multiplication. First thing, I will round this number into the nearest 10. Before 10 I have 7. Before the 10th digit I have 7. 7 greater than 5. That means I have to add 1 to the tens, and the digits, the ones will be 0, so it will be 40. Okay? Now the next one, 63. This is the 10th digit. Before the 10th digit I have 3. 3 less than 5. That means I have to keep the same number, and the ones will be 0. Now let's find the answer here. 40 multiplied 60. 4 multiplied 6 equals 24. And I have to put 2 zeros next to the answer. So the answer, or the estimate here, will be 2040. Let's find the answer. Now I want to multiply 63 by 37. So I will multiply 3 in 1's digit with 37. Then I will multiply 6 in 10th digit with 37. So the first multiplication will be between 36 or 37, sorry, multiply 3 in 1's digit. Okay, I will write it here. Then I will multiply 37 by 6 in 10th digit. That means the value for this 6 multiplied 10 equals 60. Okay, let's start. I will multiply it right here. 37 multiply 3. 3 multiply 7 equals 21. So I'll put 1 here and 2 above the tens. 3 multiply 3 equals 9. And 9 plus 2 equals 11. So this is the first number. Okay? So I'll write it right here. Now let's multiply 60 by 37. So I will multiply first 6 by 37 as we learned, and then put 0 next to the answer. I will write it here for you. 37 multiply 6. Okay? Now 6 multiply 7. 6 multiply 7 equals 42. So it will be 2 here and 4 above the tens. Now 6 multiply 3 equals 18, plus 4 equals 20. No, so 22. Okay, this is the answer. So I have here 0 next to the 6, so I have to put this 0 next to the answer. So the final answer, or the answer for this multiplication, will be 2220. So I will write it here. Okay, now you have to add the numbers to find the final answer. Now 1 plus 0 equals 1. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 1 plus 2 equals 3, and I will put this 2. So this is the final answer, 2331, and it's close to the estimate. Now let's find the answer for number 5. First I want to find the estimate. Now we will round the numbers here. So now we will round the first number into the nearest 100 here. So before the hundreds I have 8. 8 is greater than 5, so I will add 1 to the hundreds, and it will be 4, and the other digits will be 0. Now the second number, I will round it into the nearest 10. 10, this is the tens. Before the tens I have 5. When the number here is 5, I told you have to add 1 to the digit, and the other digits will be 0. So I add 1 to the 4, it will be 5, and the ones will be 0. Now let's find the multiplication. 400 multiply 50. 4 multiply 5 equals 20. And put 3 zeros next to the answer, so it will be 20 hundreds. Okay, I write it here. 20,000. Okay, this is 3 zeros. I will write it again for you. Now let's find the multiplication. Here I want to multiply first 400 or 5 in 1's digit with 384, then I will multiply 4 in tens digit with 384. So the first answer will be for the 384 multiply 5 ones, and the second answer will be for 384 multiply 4 in tens digit. The value for this 4 will be 4 multiply 10, which is 40. Okay, let's find the first answer here. I will write it here, 384 multiply 5. 5 multiply 4 equals 20. So I put 0 right here and 2 above the tens. 5 multiply 8 equals 40. Plus 2 equals 42. So I put 2 here and 4 above the hundreds. 5 multiply 3 equals 15. Plus 4 equals 19. So I'll write it here. So the answer is 1920. I will write it here. Now let's find the next one, or the next multiplication. I will write it here for you. 384 multiply. I will multiply 4 by this number, then I will put 0 next to the answer. Okay? Now 4 multiply 4 equals 16. So I'll put 6 here and 1 above the tens. Now 4 multiply 8 equals, equals 32. 32 plus 1 equals 33. So I put 3 here and 3 above the hundreds. Now 4 multiply 3 equals 12 plus 3. 12 plus 3 equals 15. That's right. So this is the answer here. So I will put 0 next to the answer because I have here 0. So this is the final answer. I will write it here, 15,360. Now to find the final answer, I have to add the numbers. 0 plus 0 equals 0. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Put 6 in my mind and 2 on my fingers. Now 9 plus 3 equals 12. Put 9 in my mind and 3 on my fingers and count. So it will be 12, 2 here and 1 above that. 1,000. Now 1 plus 1 equals 2 plus 5 equals 7. Don't forget the command. I will put 1 here. So the final answer is 17,280, and it's close to the estimate, so that means my answer is correct. Now we will continue with exercise 6 and 7. So let's find the estimate right here in exercise 6. Round the first number into the nearest 10, 28. Before 2 I have 8. 8 greater than 5. That means I have to add 1 to the 2. It will be 3. And the 1 will be 0. Now 22. I want to round it into the nearest 10. Before 2 I have also 2. 2 less than 5. That means I will keep the same number and the other digit will be 0. Now 30 multiply 20. I will multiply 2 by 3. It will be 6 and put 2 zeros next to the answer. So the estimate will be 600. Now let's find the multiplication. First I will multiply 2 in ones digit with 28. It will be 28 multiply 2. And the second number will be 28 multiply 2 in tens digit. That's mean the value for this number it will be 20. Okay, so let's find the first number. 28 multiply 2. 2 multiply 8 equals 16. So 6 here and 1 above the tens. 2 multiply 2 equals 4 plus 1 equals 5. So this is the first answer, 56. Let's find the second answer. 28 also multiply 2. So I will look. 28 multiply 20. I will multiply 28 with 2. So I will have the same answer. But I will put 0 next to the answer. So that's mean it will be what? 28 multiply 2 also. I will have the same answer. But I will put 0 next to the answer. So it will be 560. Okay, sorry. Now to find the final answer I have to add 2 answers for this multiplication. Now 6 plus 0 equals 6. 5 plus 6 equals 11, so I'll put 1 here and 1 above the hundreds. Now 1 plus 5 equals 6. So this is the final answer, 660, and it's close to the estimate. Now let's continue with exercise 7. Here I want to find the estimate first. Let's round the numbers into the nearest 10. 93. Round into the nearest 10. Before 10 I have 3. 3 less than 5. That means I will keep the same number and put 0 on one's digit. Now what about this one? 76. 76. Before 7 I have 6. 6 greater than 5. That means I will add 1 to the 7. It will be 8. And the other digits will be 0. Okay, let's find the answer. 90 multiply 80. I will multiply 9 by 8. It will be 72. And put 2 zeros next to the answer. So the answer or the estimate will be 7,200. Okay, let's find the answer here. So it will be, first I will multiply 39 by 6 in ones, and I will multiply 39 by 7 in 10th digit. The value for this 7, it will be 70. Okay, now let's start. I will multiply 39 with 6. Now 6 multiply 3 equals 18, so I will put 8 here and 1 above the tens. Now 6 multiply 9 equals 54. Okay, 54 plus 1 equals 55. So this is the first answer. Okay, I will write it right here, 558. Now let's find the second one, which is 93. Multiply what? Multiply 70. So I will multiply it by 7 first, then I will put 0 next to the answer. Now let's start. 7 multiply 3 equals 21. So I will put 1 here and 2 above the hundreds. Now 7 multiply 9 equals 63 plus 2 equals 65. So I put 5 here and 6 here, and the answer will have also 0 next to the answer. So the final answer here to this multiplication will be 6,510. I will write it right here. Then to find the final answer for this multiplication, I have to add the numbers. Now 8 plus 0 equals 8. 5 plus 1 equals 6. 5 plus 5 equals 10. So I will put 0 here and 1 above the hundreds, or sorry, the thousand. 1 plus 6 equals 7. So this is the answer, 7,068. So this is our lesson. We will stop here. I hope that you understand it very well, and thank you.